Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel, and yes, it is true. The title, the thumbnail, it is all true. Dan Wootton has been suspended by GB News, but not for the criminal stuff that he's currently being accused of. No. It's because he was laughing and giggling like a little schoolgirl because of what Laurence Fox was saying. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's good to see that he has been suspended and that GB News are going to investigate. But it's like, come on. Literally, everything that has been handed to GB News for what he has done in the last decade and a half, they're almost like, we don't care about that because he wasn't working for us. Which is exactly what the GB News guy said, the GB News CEO guy. I can't remember his name, I don't really care about him either. But yeah, that's exactly what he was saying. And now, because he was laughing at something that happened last night, they've suspended him. Which is like, come on, GB News. Pull your finger out your bum and actually do a little bit of work. But we're going to look at the article. So, GB News suspends Laurence Fox and Dan Wootton. Oh dear, it seems that the self-proclaimed People's Channel is at it again. GB News has this morning been forced to formally suspend presenter Laurence Fox after comments he made on Dan Wootton's show last night about the political commentator Ava Evans. In a segment responding to her comments about male mental health, Fox called her a little woman, declaring, "Show me a single self-respecting man that would like to climb into bed with that woman ever, who wasn't an incel." With all of this, it's like, mate, why are you attacking that part of it? You don't need to attack that part. You need to go against what she was saying about mental health in men. That's what it was all over. But no, he had to start bringing all that into it, and it's like, dude, what are you trying to say? It's like, if you want to have a go against her, attack what she said, do it like that. You don't go out there and say, well, who's going to sleep with her? Ha ha. Why? There's just no need for it. But then, she put that out there then. Laurence Fox just did a whole speech on GB News on why men apparently won't do this to me. As Wootton laughed, Fox continued, "We need powerful, strong, amazing women who make great points for themselves. We don't need these sort of feminist 4.0. They're pathetic and embarrassing. Who'd want to do this?" Wootton then belatedly tried to cite some of her tweets, but by then, the damage was done. Following an avalanche of criticism, GB News has had to release a statement saying that they have suspended Laurence Fox while they continue the investigation into comments he made on the channel last night. Not sure much investigative journalism is needed to clear this one up. Exactly, it's all on film. It's all there, it's all out in the open. It's everywhere on Twitter. But then you got this by here. GB News then added that Mr. Fox's suspension is effective immediately, and he has been taken off air, and that we will be apologising formally to Miss Evans today. Wootton, meanwhile, posted a succession of tweets in which he claimed that his reaction was inappropriate, and that I was in no way amused by the comments. But Laurence Fox decided to drop a couple of tweets which literally show that him and Dan Wootton planned it all out. So you have this one by here. This is what Dan Wootton said. I want to reiterate my regret over last night's exchange with Laurence on GB News. Having looked at the footage, I can see how inappropriate my reaction to all of this. And this is what they sent each other after the show. "Making you giggle is my weekly joy." Laughing emoji 3 times. You can imagine them freaking out in the gallery. So much fun. Yeah, they knew. But it does go on. So, update. It looks like Fox's tweets haven't exactly helped Dan Wootton weather the storm. GB News has now suspended the presenter as well, while they carry out a full investigation into the incident. And this is what they put out this afternoon, literally about 20 minutes ago. GB News has suspended Dan Wootton following comments made in this programme by Laurence Fox last night. This follows our decision earlier today to formally suspend Mr. Fox. But this is what we got. Good old Carol Vorderman. I love a bit of Carol. Breaking. Laurence Fox thrown GB News under the bus, publishing text conversation showing what he intended to say on Dan Wootton's show. So with this here, he sent this to GB News. He told GB News what he was going to say. So again, it just goes deeper. It's just going deeper and deeper. It's so much fun. Story 2. Why did the BBC allow a hard left commentator to dismiss a heartfelt plea about male self-deletion as part of the culture war? And does this show the state broadcaster as an anti-man agenda? Then say, this is whatever wave of feminism we're on now. It's just pure man-hating. They've been force-fed so much rubbish, like the gender wage gap, told to go out, grab a life, make a living for themselves, that it's turned them bitter. People always forget that 99% more deaths are men protecting women, and the self-deletion rates are much higher. If a man had said this, there would have been outrage. What's more, it makes these women deeply unattractive. What man would ever want to be in a relationship with a woman unless they were a self-hating simp? So he told them exactly what he was going to say. And then Laurence Fox actually put this out himself as well. A phone call might have been polite. By matter of interest for the audience, contributors do a pre-interview before going on, so they knew exactly what I intended to say. I fully defend the home of free speech, right to capitulate to the mob. Yeah, so you got this here. I think this is absolutely hysterical because they're all going in on themselves now, and it's showing exactly what the type of people at GB News are. And Ofcom, what are you doing? Ofcom, you need to do something right now. You literally need to get out there and actually show your worth. Not sitting in the back and going like, oh, the internet law, we must do 300 pages and stop people from making money because what they've said is wrong. Do something, because everything that you're currently doing about this situation now is going to look extremely bad on you. But going back to the comment section part on Carl Vorderman's tweets. This is so funny. He's determined to destroy every relationship he's ever had, ever, and I'm loving it. This is great. I believe the bigotry factory is tearing itself apart. Wonderful fizzing positivity for Wednesday. Why are you in such a hurry to cancel everyone you disagree with? DJ Sharpie, it's not, because literally he's doing it and Carl Vorderman is just showing it. Surely this channel needs to be taken off air. Ofcom, please act now. This is very, very true. You know, this is exactly what needs to go on. I find it funny because Dan Wootton, like I said, I got videos on here, you know, I'll put the thing up here, the link for it, which takes you to all the allegation videos currently on Dan Wootton. They didn't suspend him for any of that. For literally committing criminal acts where they have evidence against him. But for laughing at some things that someone said, that's what they suspend him for. Of all things. You know, it's like, wow. Now we know exactly where you sit, GB News. Well, we knew exactly where they sat before, and they just didn't care about anyone but themselves. But obviously now with Wootton coming off and Laurence Fox being suspended as well, it's going to be interesting to see how tonight and tomorrow's show goes. Wouldn't surprise me if we see Dan Wootton back next week. If they do that, that's just going to be absolutely terrible. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see you all soon.